makes it special? Why have things fallen into place now?
Well, I mean, if I had the answer to that, I'd probably patent it and sell it. But you know, it's a good group of young men, good baseball players, smart baseball players. We play the game the right way, and we're getting superb starting pitching. We're very pleased with how we've played defensively, and we're one of the best offensive teams in the conference. So when you put all those variables together, there's not something that is extraordinary about this team, but we're doing a lot of things well, and that's given us opportunities to win.
How long has it been since you've seen the kind of team chemistry that the players have been constantly talking to us about?
You know, that's something that you know, we talk about as a coaching staff, but quite frankly, that happens in the clubhouse. I mean, when you have a bunch of good kids, and that's by design. I mean, we do a lot of character reference checks to make sure that we're bringing in the right type of player, and when we do that, you're going to have these type of opportunities where guys blend. They're good friends on and off the field. They hang together, and I think when you feel like they have each other's back, that's going to translate on the field.
Sam was telling us how the team's sort of message and goal this whole year has been Omaha, Omaha, Omaha. Is that something that you were trying to push on them early in the year? Or how'd that sort of come about?
You know, it's one of those things where, especially from when you look at last year with Kent State and Stony Brook in particular, making the tournament, and I basically said, why not Pitt? And you know, we knew we were going to have a solid team, but why not raise the expectation? And I think it's a perfect time with us transitioning into the ACC, where the goals of the ACC's teams in particular at the start of the year is to win the national championship. You know, so that's an expectation that we are going to have, and we're going to continue to pursue. But you know, everything we did ends on 1-2-3 Omaha. So that's our goal.
And on the way, it would be bad to go out of the Big East with the conference title.
That'd be outstanding. Yeah, that would be outstanding. You know, I have a lot of, as do my colleagues within the department, have a lot of great relationships with the folks at the Big East, and so it's going to be a little bittersweet. But conversely, we're tremendously excited about the opportunities, especially from baseball or for baseball in the ACC.
What kind of impact has the move on the ACC had on recruiting since it was made? Can you shed some light on that?
Dramatic impact, really dramatic. I mean, arguably the ACC is the best baseball conference in the country. I think currently there's 7 teams in the top 25. So there are kids from all over the country that want to play in the ACC, and so those opportunities we can present to them. And it's just the recruiting footprint has increased dramatically. We'll always be, you know, looking within probably 100 to 200 mile radius of Pittsburgh to make sure that we have recruited and have attracted the best of the best in this region. But you know, when you have some of the ACC teams recruiting those same players, you know, you have to expand, and we've done this past off season, and our 2013-14 recruiting class is really exciting.
You look at the schedule, and you guys only have 3 losses in the conference, and they all came in that same series, the USF, by 1 run each.
Right.
And did you feel like that was kind of almost a turning point for this team? Was it kind of a thing that made them angry in a way, but also gave them some confidence? Because Sam and the guys said they felt like they could have won all those games.
Well,
should have.
Yeah, the first game we lost the lead in the bottom of the 9th. It was a walk-off. Or I'm sorry, that was game 2. The first game we had opportunities, and I believe it was a 1-0 game, and they scored a run in an unearned run in the first inning. Then in the last game, again, it was 2-2 going into the bottom of the ninth. So, I thought in that series in particular, we pitched well. We did a great job defensively, with the exception of that one play in the first inning of the first game. But, being in this conference as long as I've been in it, USF is a very competitive team, and they're very good. Probably the best USF team that I've seen since I've been here. So, but at that point, I think, we knew that we could play with anyone when we're doing the things that we need to do. So we just have to continue to focus on those things, and it's played out fairly well to this point in the season.
You mentioned the qualities of this year's team. You forgot to say well coached.
That's right. Listen, I feel that I have a great staff. Coach Oakes has done a tremendous job for us. Coach Lopez and Coach Healy with our position players. And quite frankly, I empower my coaches to do their jobs. And what I like to do, or the way I look at myself, is as the conductor. We might need a little more bass over here, a little more strings over here, but all in all, we wanted to play some good music, and I think that there's a good balance. My job is, again, just to try and have everything working together when we hit the field.
You've got the season-ending series with Louisville, sort of looming. Do you have to do anything as a coach to make sure guys aren't looking past this weekend or getting ahead of themselves?
Well, absolutely. I mean, and Villanova is. They have 3 arms on the weekend that have been very competitive, and have kept Villanova in games. So we certainly can't look past this weekend. And that's something that we've emphasized as a staff, that keep things simple, and the job at hand is to take care of business today, this at bat, this pitch. So that's the theme that we've had since day one. It's been very simple. We have 5 or 6 fundamental things that we concentrate on, and we're trying to keep the game as simple as possible. Because there's a lot of things in a baseball game that you as a player, me as a coach, cannot control. You run into a hot pitcher, you run into a bloop single, a bad call by an umpire, or even a good call that benefits you. There are so many weather, wind-blown home runs. There's so many things that affect what happens in a game. That's, again, we're just trying to keep it very simple and focus on Villanova.
Talk about that team chemistry. How much of that can you attribute to Sam being, team captain and just kind of the leader out there for these guys?
Well, the one thing I really want to emphasize is that, we historically have not had captains, but this team in particular wanted Sam as its captain, and that is something that I told Sam is very special to have that C on his jersey, because we have never done that before as long as I've been the head coach. So that was something special that came from the players. As I said about that chemistry, it's about them. They're the ones that have to go out and play. We push the buttons, they have to respond.
I guess that's why he said he wasn't expecting to be named captain.
Exactly, because there never have been captains, but and leadership comes in a lot of different ways. Just from, hey, this is how we do things here. This is what we're doing at this part of the game, on and off the field. Being a good role model for our younger players. But Sam's done a great job with that.